Hey everyone, long time no see. So it's been a little bit longer than I normally do for between my uploads just because, well, if you can tell, I have moved. So I recently moved into a new apartment. I'm living on my own finally, no longer have a roommate, but moving also means a new Lego room. So today we got the Lego room all set up and I'll give you a little tour of what we got. So full disclosure, it is not as good as the last Lego room. The last Lego room was pretty awesome. Lots of room, lots of space to do stuff. This room is much, much smaller. So just a quick overview. I got my shelves over here with all my sets on display. We of course have the Lego walls. This is the big red table where I did most of my filming, but I got a special project that I'm working on and I'll go into further detail later. Over there is just where I'm storing my parts right now, and then additional space for parts and building down there. So let's get right into it. So of course everyone's big concern would be, where's the Lego wall? Don't worry, it's all right, it's right here. We managed to fit everything, although it's, not a lot of space, not a lot of room to grow. So I got maybe another row of base plates down there, but then I might have to seriously reconsider how much of every Lego Star Wars I'm gonna be collecting. But there's a Lego wall, not much has changed. I maybe added a couple new guys I haven't showed you yet, just not enough for a full video. And then right next to it, much closer this time, is the DC wall. And I've gotten a few more guys for this one. I'm very, very excited to get an update video coming out. I just need a couple more to justify a video, I usually try to get about like 13 minimum new minifigures for the wall before I throw out a video, but that should be hopefully coming out here pretty soon because I've gotten close to that so far. Then just to the right of the Lego wall is where I'm currently keeping my parts. So this is definitely not the permanent solution. These guys are definitely going to be moved to the big table once this is all freed up. But this is where I'm putting them right now. So if you guys didn't know, I sort all my Legos out in these craftsman bins. They're super nice, sort them by brick and color. We got like black 2x3s, we got grass pieces, black random pieces it looks like. So I got 6 total tubs. This one is different and I'm not a huge fan of that one, but it is what it is. So this is a really nice way if you're getting into mock building or just building Legos in general. This is a really nice way to sort all your parts. I very much have enjoyed this, and it is made mock building incredibly easier. I was also able to keep the wall hanging mounts up there, so we got all of those ones as well as those 4 as well. Below here is the old Lego tables. This is what I've been using since I was a kid. We got the old like minifigure building station, all my minifigure parts, and then one additional piece sorter. And if you guys didn't notice, one major complaint I have about this room, there's no overhead light. So all my light sources come from my 2 lamps there. I might have to get a third one. It's just, we make it work, right? Not everything's perfect, we make it work. Underneath the old Lego tables where I store additional parts, I got mainly my unsorted or not as commonly used parts. I need to go through the colorful bricks, but down there are like the colorful plates that I just don't really use, like reds and yellows, not very often. I got other pieces, I got some base plates down there. And then the old remnants of Maslina, my old D&D table down there. I bought so many freaking tan bricks and plates, it was ridiculous. But stored them in there because one detriment is if you get a whole bunch of a certain piece, there's not enough room in there. So you gotta upgrade the tubs. Underneath the big Lego table is where I've got the bigger tubs located at. It's just more parts, the larger parts like 16 by 16 plates, 8 by 8 plates. Just some random pieces, I got all my bricks in here just because I have so many of them. That's where the larger, pieces or collection pieces go. In the back, I have a closet with a ton of storage space. It's got some large mirrors, so I have to, make sure I'm not in the shop for anything. You don't need to see my ugly face. But down here, we got, room, and it extends pretty deep. I can fit all my tubs in there, and then has 2 additional shelving units, so that was a big reason why I like this place a lot, because I could actually fit all my bulk Lego that I don't have on display. So that turned out really, really nice. And then my display Legos. This is all Lego Star Wars stuff that I have on display, and I'll go through each shelf individually. So starting up here, we just have some, random fringe ships. Got the Razor Crest, we got the Resistance, Transport. I can't remember what that set's called. Jet 14's Jedi Starfighter. Down below, more fringe ships. We got, the Slave One, the Kylo Ren's, or the Knights of Ren shuttle. It's the one from Ahsoka and Andor. The Pirate Snub Fighter. I'm a huge fan of this Andor ship. Like, the set itself, was pretty overpriced, pretty, lackluster minifigures. But the shuttle, really cool. Like, it's small, doesn't justify the price, but if you could get it on sale, like the angles in this thing are really cool. It's kind of chunky. It's just a neat little ship. It's like a downscaled Republic gunship. It's just a really neat build. I really enjoyed that one. Down below, we get to the Imperial ground crew. So we got the AT-AT, we got AT-STs, got the Hoth AT-ST, the Rogue One AT-ST, and then the Raider AT-ST. And then some more tanks, you got like the hover tank and whatever the one from Mandalorian is, that old Rebels transport. And then down here we have Imperial fighters. So we got the Inquisitor shuttle, the Bomber, the Interceptor, the TIE Fighter. We got the trifecta here of the new ships, the new scale. So those are really, really cool. We got Baron Von whatever from Resistance, can't remember his name. Super forgettable character, right? But man, he had a cool ship. That First Order Red TIE Interceptor, very cool. We got the Imperial shuttle right there, and then the little boy back there. Down here is my speeder collection. I really like all these speeders. It's cool to have them all laid out. Use various different iterations of the Republic speeder. We got a bunch of bounty hunter speeders and speeders that they include in random sets, as well as like the Solo speeder, the Naboo Flash speeder, and that speeder from The Rise of Skywalker. They got lots of different designs, some cool ones as well, so it's nice to have them all laid out, in my opinion. In the middle here, we start to get into some more of the cool sets. We got Moff Gideon's cruiser there, very cool, underrated set, I think. We had, of course, the old 2009 Venator, I think is where it's from. Very nostalgic set right there, very cool. I need to get the UCS Venator just to compare them. We have the Old Republic Jedi Cruiser there, very neat set as well. Down here we get to the Republic ground. We got the new 2023 ATTE as well as the 2014, 2013 ATTE right there. We got the big old cannon back in the back and some Republic tanks right there. We got the one from 2016 and then the one from 22. Then we get to some Republic Air. We got the Marauder in the back. We got some Interceptors, the Wookiee gunship, love that set. I think it's one of my favorite sets of all time. It's just, very neat. And then my collection of Jedi starfighters here, Plo Koons, Obi-Wans, Evan Piels, Mace Windu's, and Anakin's. Here we're supposed to be getting an updated Plo Koon and Ahsoka, if the rumors are true, so that'll be very neat to get those on the shelf. Down below are some larger Republic ships. We got the Z9, or we got the Headhunter in the back, as well as the old ARC 170. Also supposed to be getting a new one of these soon, which will be awesome because this came out in like 2009, 2010, somewhere around that era. Have not gotten a new one since. So very badly needs an update. It's a great ship, it's a great set, but it could be updated. We got some V-Wings, Ahsoka shuttle right there, and another V-Wing, the old one and the new one. Down here is my Mos Eisley display. It's got the cantina, the new Jabba's palace in the back there, and then just a bunch of random Mos Eisley stuff. I want to build this up some more, maybe put some minifigures in, but right now there are no minifigures. I just kind of threw stuff down here. And I actually have some big plans for my D&D sessions. So using this whole setup, I think will be some interesting stuff, giving them a permanent base. Then at the end, we have some Republic gunships. We got the 2014 gunship right there, and then the new Coruscant Guard gunship, which is a very cool set. I like it a lot. It's definitely a much smaller scale than the old one is, which is unfortunate, but the design is slick, right? It is very cool. Then we got the Force Awakens Millennium Falcon. No, sorry, the Rise of Skywalker Millennium Falcon right there, which is great. I love the Millennium Falcon. I'm finally glad to have one in my collection. So it goes on display right there. Then we get into some Separatist stuff. We got all their tanks, the Hailfire droid, we got the Umbara cannon. We got the May the 4th exclusive set right there. Octopataras, AATs, Snail droid tanks, and Geonosian cannons. Down below, we get the Separatist Air. We got Mandalorian fighters, the Thang fighter. We got the droid gunship. We got a couple of Geonosian fighters, the 20... Man, you guys are really putting me to the test remembering these years. 2013, 2002, I believe. And then a Vulture droid and Tri-droid. Then the Rebellion. I love the Rebellion ships. They're super iconic, super cool. We got the new Ghost and Phantom there, as well as the old Phantom from 2016, 2017. We got some A-Wings. Old, new, newer. New, old, newer. Then we got the E-Wing right there, and then some snow speeders and sand speeders. Then we get to probably my favorite shelf on here. We get the Y-Wings, the X-Wings, and another one of my favorite sets, the U-Wing, and as well as just some of the, ground maintenance ships that they've made throughout the years. So this is a cool shelf I like. This is one of my favorites. Run out of room, so when we get new, X-Wings, Y-Wings, and a U-Wing, I have to figure out which to replace them with. But that does it for the shelves. So that's my current setup. Not perfect, right? The lighting is not good. I'll have to figure out how to fix that. It's much, much smaller, but we make it work. But let's get to what's in the middle of my room. So several months ago, I had done a Lego Star Wars D&D map for me and my friends to play on. I threw out a video for it, and you guys thought it was really cool, and I'm very glad because it was a lot of fun to make. I put it on, a Tatooine setting and built a city around it, an Imperial base. Well, I'm doing a second part for me and my buddies because I designed it to be kind of just a one-shot, a one-night and play, and the story's over. Well, I'm going to continue that because we all had just so much fun playing, and we want to keep the characters going. So I devised a new plan, and I don't want to give you guys too much of a spoiler because I know some of them are also on this channel, so I don't want to spoil them either. But I promise once this is all said and done, I'll give you the whole story of what I've designed. I really think I cooked with this story, you guys, but the basis is that this is going to be, an Imperial base, and it's going to be much more like a dungeon crawler type setting. You go through the big gates here, which, do open, and you just kind of go through each individual room trying to complete the mission, whatever I'm telling them to do. And this is, a pretty big undertaking for me as well because I'm doing some interesting building that I haven't done before. Like I did some snot techniques to get this Imperial style wall. It's very parts intensive. Of course, tiling, oh man, Star Wars uses so much freaking tile. And I'm trying to balance that between, using some brickwork to conserve parts. I don't just buy a crap ton of tile, but I've got, quite a lot to make, and it's going to take a lot of time to do, guys. I'm not going to lie. So the videos might be a little bit more further and in between because I don't really have a workspace. I can move, all of that. I'll do whenever I get the Lego wall updates. I'll definitely throw those out, but this is where the majority of my parts are going to be in my building. So if you guys are interested, I could do, updates as I'm going along the building process. Let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. But once it's all said and done, I'll definitely do a large breakdown and overview of the D&D map, as well as, how I ran the session, what rules I use, because I had a lot of questions about that on the last D&D video, and I unfortunately had already taken the set apart at that time, so I couldn't really do everything, but I can do that around this time. And I'm very, very excited. I'm hoping to get this done within the next couple of months. It took me close to 5 months to get the last one done. This one should be a lot more simple. I don't have to get as many parts. I have a lot of the parts already. And I'm also not going to go as in depth as I did in the last time because I want to much more focus on making it just a game to play, whereas a very visual spectacle. Not saying that I'm going to be cutting corners, making things look nice, You know, these walls here, not probably cheap to make, but they look very, very cool, right? But yeah, that does it for the Lego room update. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you next time.